It is used to step down the voltage of high voltage, preferably kilovolt, to a standard voltage of less value, that is of the order of 100 volt by standard. So potential transformers are as an application which can be used as a metering transformer. That means the standard AC voltmeter can be connected, or it can also be connected to a wattmeter for power measurements in power system, transmission line, or transmission the distribution system. Also, there are other types of the transformer. That is a current transformer. The potential transformer can also be used for the relaying circuit. That means it can give the trip signal to the relay, and the relay will give the signal to the circuit breaker. So that means there are two applications of the potential transformer. One is for metering purpose, another is for protection purpose. So that's why the particularly for metering transformer, potential transformer, which when it is used as a metering purpose, the accuracy is concerned much. So the accuracy of the potential transformer will depend on the error. Error means as because it is an electromagnetic circuit, so the multiplying factor, that is how the input voltage will be reduced to a output voltage, that is a less amount of the voltage. The constant of the multiplying factor, the multiplying factor is not a constant. That will depend on the different voltage level applied at the input. So which result the ratio error or the error. So there are two types of the error. One is called the voltage ratio error. The formula which is shown here, and where IS, IP, the IS is a secondary current, and the KP is the secondary, IP is the secondary voltage, and KT is the nominal ratio. So that is the error. And also there are another type of error, phase angle error, which is the error between the secondary terminal voltage, which is exactly in phase opposition with the primary voltage. So the increase in the number of instruments in the relay connected to the secondary of the potential transformer will increase the error in the potential transformer. So that means there are two types of error. So today the objective of the laboratory is to find out the error based on the experimental result or observations. Now, before going to measure, compute the voltage ratio error and the phase angle error, you must understand the equivalent circuit of the potential transformer. So that means how the potential transformer can be represented with the equivalent electrical circuit relating to the primary and the secondary, and what are the parameters of the equivalent circuit. You must learn about that. So the primary circuit consists of that is resistance of the winding, leakage reactance of the winding, as well as the magnetizing reactance, and the resistance equivalent to the loss component of the magnetic circuit. So this parallel part is nothing but an electrical equivalent of the loss component, that is the magnetic loss. And the secondary circuit consists of the resistance of the secondary circuit, the secondary windings, and the reactance, leakage reactance of the secondary winding, and this is called the impedance or the burden. In voltage transformer, in the instrument transformer, it is called the burden impedance. So, and phasor diagram for this corresponding equivalent circuit can be represented by the primary phasor and the secondary phasor. So these are the usual notations. But beta is the, according to the diagram, phase angle error. Also, you can calculate the voltage ratio error. The nominal ratio of the trans ratio is KT. Generally, it is the trans ratio. That is, in case of potential transformer, this trans ratio is number of turns in the primary winding divided by the number of turns in the secondary winding. So that is the nominal trans ratio, which can be taken as a constant. So objective or object of the experiment is to find out the ratio error and the phase angle error for a voltage transformer test VT, that is a given VT, by an absolute method. So the method used in the present condition is the absolute method. There are other method, that is comparison method, by which the this error could be found out. And these are the apparatus, the apparatus which are used for building the experimental circuit. And this is the experimental circuit diagram. Here in the experimental circuit diagram, this is a test VT, which must be primary winding should be excited by the voltage, input voltage, with the input voltage can be varied with a single phase variac. Because there are different input voltage conditions, so that the output voltage could be changed. And this is the isolation transformer, and this is the test VT. Why the isolation transformer is used here? That means when the input primary winding is directly connected to the variac, the impedance of the variac that will be such, that means there will be a loading, electrical loading. So to avoid the undesired effect due to the electrical loading, there must be a 1:1 ratio isolation transformer. So by using the isolation transformer, that means the electrical loading can be avoided. Otherwise, what will happen? This is a single phase transformer. That is a 3-terminal. It is a common. It should be grounded, and there is a variable secondary terminal by which the voltage can be, turns of the secondary winding could be varied and the voltage can be varied, secondary winding. But there is an equivalent impedance of the load circuit. Load circuit consists of the test VT, and there must be an equivalent circuit according to the equivalent circuit diagram, and this is a measuring circuit. This measuring circuit is a null method, that is nature of the null method, where the null detector or the galvanometer can be used, AC galvanometer. And the measuring circuit consists of the passive component. So there are two passive variable passive components, the resistance and the capacitance, by which the null can be adjusted. And the other resistance, the multiplying resistance of the circuit R1, R2 are fixed. So this is the equivalent circuit, and we can see that means there are this equivalent circuit. There are two positions. Either we can use this position by plugging to the number 2 and plugging to the number 1. So when we plug to the number 1, the galvanometer will be connected across this. This is a diagram. When we use the plug at the time position 2, the galvanometer will be connected across this. So both we can use, but the two different circuits may have the different formula. What are the formula? That will be, I think, the formula is there. We use number one generally. So there are two different formula. I will show the formula how the result could be utilized. So these are equivalent circuit. And according to the equivalent circuit, we have to vary the voltage, keep setting the condition. What are the conditions which are described in the procedure? The procedure tells, first of all, at the because there is a rated voltage at the secondary. So keeping the secondary voltage 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%, and Waller condition 120%, keeping the burden constant, and we have to vary the secondary voltage. Under this condition, we have to vary the secondary voltage. That's why we have to vary the variac. So if we vary the primary voltage, then the secondary voltage will vary with respect to the rated condition. That is 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%, and 120% of the voltage. The same procedure should be valued, and we have to find out that means null condition of the circuit. Under this condition, will be varied by adjustment of the R2 resistance and the accurate, or that is a capacitance. Decade capacitance and the decade resistor should be used under this condition, so that we can get the zero potential difference across this terminal. Null detector generally used as an CRO or cathode oscilloscope. So we'll show how the null detector, that is the CRO, can be used for this purpose. Similarly, using a particular, that means using a, in terms of the R2 and C, the ratio and the phase angle error, there is a separate formula, empirical formula. And the formula for computing the ratio error and the phase angle error. I will show the formula. Similarly, now we have to vary the burden. That is, burden is what? That means this is the burden which are connected to the secondary winding. So that means this is a secondary winding of the voltage transformer consisting of the ammeter, a series ammeter, and the burden. So burden is nothing but a rheostat. We will show what will be the value of this rheostat during study the apparatus list. So first of all, in the first condition, the burden should be fixed at a value, such value, that means there will be rated secondary voltage. Applying a rated primary voltage, maybe 100 volt. Then the voltage should be, primary voltage should be varied to, that is 60%, 40%, 80% up to rated value, even more than that, that is 120% value, keeping the burden constant. And we have to adjust the R2 and the C so that there will be a null condition to be achieved. Similarly, in the second condition, keeping the voltage at the rated value, we have to vary the burden impedance such that the secondary current may vary with 40%, 60%, 80%, 120% of the rated burden current. And under this condition, in a similar manner, we have to adjust the R2 and the C so that we can use the compute the phase angle error and the ratio error. That means, according to the procedure, the ratio and the phase angle error should be found out under two different conditions. The first condition is keeping the burden constant, burden impedance constant, varying the secondary voltage. Number two, the same error could be found out by keeping the voltage constant, the secondary voltage constant at rated value, and varying the burden so that the current, secondary current, can vary to this such percentage. And we have to compute the experiment, making the T different condition. These are the apparatus for building the experimental circuit. You can go through. So for writing the report, apparatus list is required. And according to the apparatus list, the independent devices, photograph of the physical devices which are used in the measurement laboratory exactly looks like isolation transformer, which is look like a single variac, AC voltmeter, test VT, primary terminal, the secondary terminal, rheostat, AC ammeter, fixed resistance R3, decade variable resistance which are used for the adjustment of the null, decade capacitance box which is used for the adjustment of null, selector switch for the different positions. We have to use the position number 1, fixed resistance R1 which are used in the experimental circuit, and the null detector CRO. So 12 components are used, 12 physical devices, instruments, or apparatus are used exactly. Okay. And these are the connection, how we will make this experimental circuit diagram utilizing all these components. So with a different color arrow, the connection shows, that means the electrical circuit path. And this is the complete circuit diagram, experimental circuit diagram after connecting with the help of electrical wires. Unfortunately, you cannot handle these devices because the classes is going on under virtual mode. So this is the nature of the complete circuit. These are the formula. For position 1, this is the formula. For position 2, this is the formula. So the ratio error is called the nominal ratio, and the actual ratio divided by the 100. So these are the actual ratio. The nominal ratio is fixed for the test PC current. And this is the expression of the phase angle error for the position 1 and the position 2. Position 1 and the position 2 means you can use any circuit. This circuit for position 1, this circuit for the position 2. Now you can ask the question why there are two different null circuit. That means whenever the position 2, that means the voltage across the variable R2 is very, very small, then we have to use the position 2, which is preferable, because the voltage here, the null voltage will be higher. Out of null voltage will be higher. And when the out of null voltage will be higher, it will be easier to adjust the C and R2 so that we get exactly the almost zero potential difference across these two terminals. So that's why the position 2 and the position 1, which will give the different null sensitivity for the experiment, different null sensitivity. So these are the formula which you have to use in your calculation. The curve should be drawn. Ratio error versus secondary voltage at constant burden. Phase angle error versus secondary voltage. Phase angle error and the ratio error will be along the y-axis and the x-axis. The secondary voltage should be used as the x-axis. So there are 4 curves. 2 for the ratio error. Why 2? Because under constant burden and under constant variable burden at rated secondary voltage. Similarly, the phase angle error will be 2. So that means you have to draw the 4 curves, 4 number of the curves. Now these are the result, sample result. Nominal ratio for the test PT used as 100 by 25 volt. Now burden is 20 VA. That means the rated secondary current could be calculated from this value, 20 VA. 20 VA by 25 volt. Why? Because 25 volt is a rated secondary voltage. So the rated secondary current is 0.8 amperes. The value of the R1 and R2 are constant, which are fixed at 33 kilo ohms and the 2 kilo. So table for the experimental circuit. Now you can see varying Vs keeping Zs constant, the first condition. According using the formula, the ratio, so up to this much is the value we'll get after performing the experiment, and you have to calculate based on this C and R2 and using the formula. This is for ratio error and this is for phase angle error in degree. And this result is varying the burden impedance and keeping the secondary voltage at rated value constant. So that how this could be achieved, the rated secondary current or the secondary current must vary according to the rated value, that is 0.8 ampere. This is the percentage value. That's why if we again go to the experimental circuit diagram, then for the first condition, first of all, what will be the initial setting? That's why we must apply rated voltage 100 volt. And how we will set the rated secondary current? So the impedance can be varied in such a manner that the ammeter shows the 0.8 ampere. So these are rated condition. And we should not change during the performing the experiment for the first condition. Now we can vary the voltage with respect to the rated value in percentage, that is 60%, 80%, 100%, because we have started 100%. So we have to decrease the variance. And also under above rated value, that is 128%. Under this condition, this gives a rated voltage, rated secondary voltage, if we vary this, keeping the burden constant. For the second condition, what will happen? We have to initialize to the same condition as before. So the burden or the primary voltage should be used as a rated value, that is 100%, that is 100 volt. Now, the burden impedance should be varied, that is the rheostat, in such a manner the secondary current must vary in terms of the 60%, 80%, for 120%. During that, we must not vary this. So, this is the procedure for setting the two conditions at variable burden and at constant burden. Because we know 0.8 volt is the rated value secondary current, so we can calculate what will be the 60% of 0.8, and we have to vary the burden impedance such that ammeter shows that value, given value. So by this way, we can set the value of the secondary voltage and the secondary current by varying this as well as the varying this. Must understand these two things. Now, one thing should be remembered, that means whenever we vary the voltage to the prescribed value, that is 60%, 80%, 100% on the 100%, the secondary voltage will increase. Even though the burden remains constant, the secondary current will increase. But the specified conditions say only the secondary voltage should increase, keeping the burden constant. Now, burden constant means the VA burden, the volt into ampere. So, if the voltage will increase, definitely the current will increase. But the VA should be at constant burden, 25 VA. How it can be done? By slight adjustment of the rheostat, so that the volt into ampere, that is the voltage that will increase, ampere should be decreased, so that the constant burden 25 VA should be maintained throughout the experiment following the condition number 1. So that's why not only these variables, but also there must be a adjustment of the impedance slightly, so that the volt and the ampere should remain, product of the volt and the ampere should remain constant to the 25 VA, which is a standard burden condition. Because the condition number 1 says the burden impedance should be constant at 25 VA, varying the secondary voltage. And the secondary voltage can be varied very easily by varying the primary voltage. So this must be kept in mind. This is a very important condition. It is not like that. When you vary the secondary voltage, the impedance should be constant. But if the impedance should be constant, the burden will change because the current will increase. So how is it possible to maintain at 25 PA? That means the current should be proportionally decreased so that their product should remain to the constant value, that is 25 PA. This is a very important part of the experiment, important condition of the experiment. So these are the two curves we have to draw using the sample voltage or sample reading. So the percentage ratio error according versus secondary voltage and the phase angle error versus secondary voltage. So this is the calibration curve for the two conditions. So two curve for one condition at constant burden and another two curve for another condition, that is regular secondary voltage. Okay. So these are all about the now you can ask your query in respect of understanding the object and the how you perform the experiments, the method or methodology. And So if you don't have any questions, then I am showing the videography to you for the complete experiment.
Hello student, today we are going to perform testing of voltage transformer. Objective of this experiment to find ratio error and Feigentel error of test PT by an absolute transformer. This is the circuit of the experiment. At first variac and then isolation transformer, and now it is test PT, primary and secondary, and secondary sides, and connect a burden impedance and there is instrument ammeter, voltmeter, and three resistors and one capacitor here. And R1 and R3 are fixed resistors. R2 ticket standard ticket resistors.
Can you show the videography? Can you listen the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sound?
It's audible.
Please follow.
Box in the circuit, and also C the capacitor 4. A null detector plays this position, use CRO. Null detector. Selector switch for position 1 and position 2 used for position 1 equivalent circuit and position 2 equivalent circuit. Any one of them position we can use. This variant output voltage 0 to 270 variable voltage, and next isolation transformer.
Yes, sir, can't hear.
current while adding the remaining variables. And we keep that now there is the circuit in the video mode. Now by
Then
the actual ratio
then
percentage ratio error
only watch the that is
error
video
integrity.
and you play from your end because that has been shared by giving a shared link so that I think so you can listen the audio. Otherwise, the procedure is like that. How the adjustment can be done, so you follow the sequences. If you do not have, if you do not listen the voice clearly, then individually you. I have provided the link to your group mail ID. Please follow already. That's why. Right now, you follow the that is the procedure sequence by which the adjustment is done and the reading is taken. That is I think is possible. Okay, so how the sequence has been done, how the null is adjusted by changing the value of the R2 and the C, nothing else, and you have to fill up this table. These are the reading already supplied to you. So these have been shared already. The video link as well as the presentation already. Presentation has been sent via the GroupMed ID and the video, the shared link of the videography has also been sent to the GroupMed ID. Otherwise, nothing. There is no. That means things it is very simple. How that means I have already illustrated how the experiment can be done. Still now, if you have any questions, then we may ask in your mind. That is from the presentation. If any doubt, if it appears there is any doubt, so this has been already given to you. How you perform the connection. Which slides is important because there are different colors. So this is the experimental circuit diagram and this is the physical circuit diagram. Side by side, it has been displayed. Yes. If you have any questions, and the individual photo of the each and every component, that is 12 components have been used, 12 apparatus and instruments have been used. If you have any doubt, then you can ask still now. Otherwise, it is okay. Now I am calling the roll to respond. Rishabh Ranjan Das,
Present, sir.
Mrinmoy Barmon,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Amisha Kumari,
Present, sir.
Akhil Koilada, Akhil Koilada, Harsen, Ankon Howladar, Akhil, Prashant Giri, Prashant Giri is present or absent. Victor Mandal, Kaushik Mahata, where there? Kaushik Mahata, Saurabh Sheet,
Yes, sir.
Shreya Giri,
Present, sir.
Ankon De,
Yes, sir.
Rajesh Kumar,
Yes, sir.
Anish Agarwal,
Present, sir. Not working.
Harsh Kumar Upadhyay,
Present, sir.